Hey. Nice. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play World of Tanks. As you can tell, that was Tiny Tina. I just installed the Tiny Tina voice pack. I'll probably post that along with every other mod that I use, because a lot of people ask me about that mod that I have in the garage, which is the double row. That's Carousel, by the way. All that's in the description of these videos. You can just go in there. Most of them are right off of Curse, but in terms of like the Carousel mod and probably the Tiny Tina, I'll have them as bit.ly links so that you can go off of those directly to the forums. Now, as for me, I'm sitting here playing one of the slower tanks here. Hopefully I can get into battle in time. This thing has fantastic armor that nothing here can really go through from the front unless they know the weak spots. Or they use HE, because HE is fantabulous. And it just destroys the AT series of tanks. You just aim properly, basically if you aim anywhere, I'm like pointing, but anywhere here on the tank that's on the top, that you get that flat top surface as a downward explosion, you'll go right through and kill them. Guaranteed, no problem. And it takes a little bit of work to do it. Ooh, there's no artillery. Even better. Even freaking better. Of course, can I hit anything is the next question. Probably not. I need to get in battle, and it's going to take me half of forever to get there. But yeah, so anyway, where was I? The AT series is great for bullying if you can ever get up to people. The problem is getting up to people, because it is monstrously slow to get anywhere. A lot of times I've found that the battles are over before I even get to them. And that's part of the problem that I'm facing with these things, is I can't get to the battles in time. And it really makes it difficult to play this tank, because, as you see, the majority of my force is already engaged. I can't do a whole heck of a lot yet. I gotta basically sling around this way and hope for the best. And just fire at long range. Where can I shoot stuff open here? Yeah! No, apparently I can't. But yeah, so it's stuff like this where I'm just gonna have to charge ahead in the open here, as it's just gonna take me way too long to be able to get to the actual battle itself. And it really leaves me exposed and not able to do as much as I hope. Let's see if I can find a spot to hit this guy. I'll load gold real quick and I should be able to go right through. You'd think. Lost track of them. But you gotta carry around some gold rounds in this thing, because it is not known to penetrate tanks very well at all. And as you can see, I'm already slurking here. Come on. Get with the program, Darkling. Oh, of course. Fired way too late. So, yeah, this thing really, you can almost just move and fire at the same time. You don't have to sit there and worry about it too much. As you can see, they're just deflecting off me this whole time. Nope. There we go. Alright, now I can focus on these guys. Roar. Yeah, this thing is not speedy. So I need to push and push hard in order to get into battle here. I'm so close. Too bad there's no way you can like remove the speed governor like you could with some of the other stuff. That was fantastic. Alright, so KVs, I know that I probably need to run some gold ammo to go right through them, otherwise I'm going to have troubles. So let's go ahead and take on this KV here. And we'll shoot right past him. Thanks. And of course I could just, not do too much. Switch back to regular ammunition and keep going. Thanks to the guy who rammed me, I was unable to really hit. Yeah, some of these guys, once they get at long range like that, the chance of you actually hitting them are not too good, because this gun's not known for its range nor its penetration rate. It's kind of one of those things where you just gotta slowly march your way in there and hope for the best. Now, we have narrowed them down. I've done a little bit of damage. I killed somebody, which was that Stug, but just hitting him once. But again, the problem with the AT series is, or at least the AT2, is it's just so slow. And I have it all upgraded minus the gun, but it's just hard to get into battle with this thing because it's so slow. As you see, I'm able to get into it now, but it's taken me the entire team dying for me to be able to contribute now. And it's really tough, because even though I still got to go up this hill, I'm gonna miss out on all these tank kills. This tank is good in a defensive scenario. When your team something that I've learned and have been told by my buddy Zaro is that this tank is great when your team is losing. because they have to come to you. You can fend them off. But when it comes time to go on the offensive and your team is steamrolling like it is now, it's going to be a very boring game, and I'm sorry for it. But, I mean, that's just how it is because of the simple fact that you cannot, you know, get up into the fight in time. It just takes way too long to get up into the battle and do anything. And as you can see, I'm not going to be able to chase that AT-8. I'm just going to have to go on the cap and just take that. Because at a 20 kilometer a hour grind here, there isn't a whole heck of a lot I can do if they're not coming at me. So that's just part of the battle. You really... It's sad you kind of have to start rooting that your team is losing in order to be able to contribute. And so, I mean, as you see here, I got a kill, yeah, but that was on a kill steal shot. And I only did 155 damage that I can see. Maybe a little bit more, I'll have to check when we get out. Fired 4 gold rounds, so really kind of lost some credits there. Let me see here. Oh, let us see. Oh, I did end up hitting a few more things than I thought, but yeah, this is actually the best I've ever done so far. There's been quite a few games where I haven't even contributed at all, just because of the simple fact that I haven't been able to get into the battle. But that's the story of this tank, is it's a very trying tank. You're better off in a defensive scenario than anything else. So let's go ahead and move on to another tank here, and we'll see what we come up with. So another tank I'm still working on figuring out is this AMX 5100, and it does not play to my style at all, and that's why I'm having such a tough time with it, is because I'm used to a more aggressive tank, a little more forgiving tank, whereas this thing, it's very situational, and you really can't, you know, get out there, fire all 6 rounds, and then back off. You can do, like, poke up, fire 1, then you gotta retreat. And the gun is not as accurate in repeat bombardments as I would have liked it to be. It takes a little while to actually, you know, aim in like that. It takes a little longer than I would hope for. And that actually does hurt it in terms of how I typically play. So, oh god. M6, T32. Yep, can't go over that hill. And the thing doesn't have any gun depression either, but that's to be expected. So it's a little bit of a mixture of just trial and errors to getting this thing to work. And it by no means is a tank that just runs right off the bat, and you can... How do I want to word it? See, now, I should have shot there, but it took that long to zoom in, to aim in. But overall, I mean, it's one of those tanks where you basically can fire once, then you gotta pull back and readjust, and then you keep going from there. It's not something that you can definitely take to the front lines. It by no means is a frontline fighter. You are certainly meant to be an assist and help out the team. That's about it. And I took a giant hit from that guy. Of course, I missed him. So I can't hit him yet. But this guy, on the other hand, he's playing it very well. I gotta be very careful of him, because he is looking just right over the edge at where I'm sitting. Of course, he's just going up just enough to fire and then pulls back down. And I mean, that's the perfect way to play it, and that's something I gotta learn how to do real quick here, because it is not meant to be a frontline fighter, and of course I'm playing it like one because that's what I'm used to. So I gotta be I don't want to leave these guys here, but I don't want to sit here too much longer because I really can't be too effective here. What's the armor on a proto? It's 200. Alright, proto just fired, so I can crawl up a bit. Don't have the gun depression to fire as I thought I did. Alright, well, we can try coming up on this angle. See, now that AMX 5100 played it wrong. He ran up and around a tank. I would not have done that. He kind of set himself up in a bad position by doing that. I mean, they got the kills, though. I gotta give him some credit. He was able to do it. Alright, see if I can't quickly get in here. Hit the prototype. Nope. There we go, yeah, maybe I was able to do something. Here you go, and I thought it was going to be a little bit more difficult than that. So he's going to get away. Ooh, he just missed me, so I got lucky there. So yeah, I can fire all my shells, go reload real quick. Alright, so let's go ahead and go on reload. Not doing too bad with it. I'm starting to get the handle on it. I'm still being a little too aggressive, I think, with it. Need to be a little more cautious. Ooh, we got some stuff down in the south that's going to need a little bit of assistance there. I think they got that AMX wrapped up pretty well. I'm not too worried about him. I need to get down here. Whoop! I need to wait till I'm reloaded before I start crossing in front of people's, especially that low. I need to, once I reload, I can go and crush them. And then hopefully that 69's dead. Okay. Now we can go, we can take out that low. We can go and take out the FCM, and then we'll be golden. Oh, back up. Not loaded, still 7 seconds. Which is, ironically, if the Luva was to shoot, I didn't out-reload him. Alright, so let's go help with the FCM here. Not exactly the best of rounds here. I actually do have a... it's still a learning process with this tank, and I'm not quite familiar with it yet. And that's something it's gonna take a little while to get used to. So, it's not good. Alright, let's see what we can do here real quick while they're a little occupied. Alright, I lost sight of him. Lost sight of him, was back up. I don't want to take these hits. I already took 2, and that's 2 more than I wanted to. We're going to let some other people go and take some hits, and we're going to just back up and wait. Let some other people duke it out. And that 59 is going to be a problem sniping from that hill. I'm not going to be able to do too much to him. Of course, it's a 62. Okay, not a 59. Either which way, the 62 is a great tank, and I absolutely love mine. It's just I need to take care of him right now. It's I'm having a tough time with this battle. So indecisive. Alright. And we'll just fire. Nope. We'll just repeat bombardment until I get him. Repeat bombardment, repeat fire rate, rather. Nope. Alright, so I lost sight of him after a little bit there. Our proto should be able to get him. I don't know where the 62 ran off to. Alright, he's over there. It looks like he's gonna tumble to his death. Okay, that works. Alright, so if he... YOLO. YOLO indeed. Alright, so the prototype is getting hit. And I don't know where that FCM is. I can probably help out with this super Pershing. If I can just get to its side. Of course, I'm no speedy freaking Lorraine. Alright, here we go. Perfect. Alright, now let's see if I can't... It's the 5100 certainly is a kill-stealing tool. I mean, I call it support, some call it kill-steal. All in all, it's kind of the same thing here. You're meant to dish out a little bit of damage at the end, and then that's it. You're not supposed to be that front-loading alpha striker. That's definitely meant for somebody else, and that's something I need to get away from, because I have the habit of doing that quite often. Oh, I stole that guy's Top Gun. Oh well. Welcome to the game that I play. Don't get Top Gun anymore. It seems like it's very rare that I get it. So I'm going to go ahead and try and crest this hill and take care of the FCM. Ooh, nailed him. Alright, let's see if I can't get around to him and take care of him. Man, Tiny Tina just yells and yells and yells. Alright, so we're going to go around. Nope, I missed. Sorry. I'd rather have a guy dead. Oh, yeah. Sorry for stealing your Top Gun there, but that's support tank for you. Anywho, not a bad little match. I mean, it is what it is. This is actually one of the better games I've had in it. As you can see, 6 damaging tanks. He did pretty good. I gotta give him credit. He got steel wall and did quite a bit of damage. And yeah, so overall, not a bad tank. I feel bad for taking his Top Gun, but I'm a support tank. That's what I do. Is I'm supposed to sit there and do that. So sorry. Kind of the name of the game. I wasn't gonna sit there and let you get it. If I hadn't hit that first shot, he would have been able to get it instead of me taking that second shot. So it's not like I was waiting for it to steal it, but oh well. Anyway, I'll feel bad for a little bit, then I'll get over it. So let's go ahead and move on to one more tank here. Well, I was trying to show my KV-4 off, but I kind of ran out of time here, and figured I'd show this battle because this is actually a really goddamn Tiny Tina, shut up. Anyway, this was a really good game that I had in my Ferdinand, so I figured I'd show it off just to show off the sheer might of the Ferdinand when played, I don't know, somewhat decently. as with Story of My Life. The games have been up and down and so on and so forth. Just can't, the KV4, I was trying to show off how to do, what do you want to call it, the side scraping, but I'm out of practice on it. I rarely ever did it, so I understand the concept of you line up on a building and then you back up just slightly at an angle so that your turret can poke around and you can still fire, but things are deflecting off your side and your tracks. Now, I mean, in theory, that's a terrible, terrible strategy due to the simple fact that you are, what do you want to call it? If you were to do that in a real tank, you would get penetrated right through the front. That's more of a mechanic of the game and just how the numbers work out. Or not penetrated right through the front, right through the side. But it works out really well in the game, and so it's just getting into the habit of trying to do it is something that I need to do. And so, I mean, I need to practice it, especially since I have a lot of the super heavy Soviet tanks that can actually afford to do that sort of thing. And it really does make a difference, and I'm going to have to learn how to do it real well once I get into that VK 4502P, because that thing's going to be a side-scraping mofo. So it's just a thing I'm going to have to learn and have to deal with. I'll eventually get to it, but in the meantime, it's just, it's a tactic that I'm not used to. It makes total sense now that I've, kind of figured out why and how and the reason behind it all. So, yeah, I'll do it. Just need to practice it. But anyway, this tank here, the Ferdinand, is absolutely fantastic at bouncing things from the front. Obviously, you can't really side scrape with it too well because it has next to no side armor. You need to have a relatively high side armor with which to be able to do it. But if you come in at an angle from the front, it'll bounce quite a few shells. Now, I got lucky here that he missed, and I just snapshotted that one right through his side. But overall, I mean, you got to look at the side armor of your tank if you're going to try and side scrape. You need to have close to similar to your front armor, something that the KV4 is quite capable of. Now, as for anything else, though, front armor is still the way to go, the bee's knees, but obviously some tanks have more than others. Oh man, so where am I going with this one? Oh yeah, so these guys up here are completely ignoring me, the 34 and the 32. They're busy fighting off whatever heavy's back there. I'm not even sure what's over there, but I'm going to light the 32 on fire briefly. The 34 kills the what do you want to call that thing, the IS-2 that was over there, and then he fires at, I don't know, maybe he didn't. I'm trying to think, and I shoot the wall mistakenly. Now, I'm really wondering why the 34 is not tackling the two threats next to him instead of going at the things that are over there, but hey, to each their own. He finally starts to recognize us as a threat. I finish him off real quick, but overall, he was tackling the tank that's over there. I wish I knew what tank that was. I mean, I guess by looking at it, it might be a 34. No, 34 is in the center. Maybe it's the Luva? Probably. So, I mean, that makes sense. No? Because there's the Luva. I have no idea what he is. But needless to say, he kind of came around that corner and was shooting at the wrong targets. Now, I could have pulled the trigger there and rushed the shot, but I don't like to rush shots. As you can tell, I'm a very cautious but aggressive person. And probably those two playstyles don't go hand in hand. So, either which way, again, have the potential to rush a shot there, but don't. Probably killing him. But instead he gets nailed by the Luva, taking him out. Miss out on that opportunity there. No big deal. I'm already up to 3,000 damage, which is a phenomenal amount of damage. And I just have all these other juicy targets with which to hit. Start whittling stuff away at range and work my way through. Now, some of the bigger threats are actually still at base, because there's no way I'm going to, want to take a hit from that ISU. That BL-10's going to hurt. And, of course, I lose out on the KV-3, so what's left over there is just the Black Prince and the ISU and anything that decides to come back. So, gonna go ahead and keep pressing on them. Again, I look and see that I'm at 3,600 damage here. That's already fantastic. I just want to start getting more and more damage, because I just absolutely love that fact of getting high numbers of damage, especially in this tank. I just really have found a nice love for the German TDs again. Something that I kind of dipped out on back with the JP, or the Jagdpanzer 4. I think it was not all that hot. So, fired over a sliver is the only thing that I miss out on hitting the ISU. And of course, that's going to end up, making it a little bit more difficult to hit him. Shoot him, hit him that time. So I probably could have killed him with those back-to-back shots being like that, but wasn't able to. Oh well, no big deal. And so, finish him off this time. Take the bounce from the WZ. He's not going to go through me. The Black Prince, I don't think can go through me, but lo and behold, I'm going to find out briefly that that's a false assumption. So I'm going to go ahead and press up here, taking shots at whatever I can, try and kill off that Black Prince whenever I get up to him, but not really a good angle shot at him. There's nothing I can really hit. So try and hit that turret, bounce right off the top of him, or glances right off the top of him as I'm trying to hit that cupola. So I'm going to close the distance here, make it a little bit easier. He starts shooting going through me, so it makes me wonder if he's slinging gold. I shoot the rock in front of me, and he's actually going right through that very thick front plate, so I'm going to assume that yeah, he might be getting lucky with his rolls. He might be throwing gold, not 100% sure, but I'm actually going through him now at this point, making big chunks of damage off him. I even angled my tank, he's still going through, so yeah, he's either getting heavy rolls or I'm doing really bad with he's going through me with gold. So he's going to take some abuse here from the front, waiting for this gun to load so I can fire in and take him out, just as a nice little revenge. And there you go. 5 kills. It's actually been one of my best games so far. It's taken me quite a while to get up there, and close to, 5,000 damage. So let's go ahead and take a look at the screencast for this one, and we'll wrap it up there. So as we look here at the, the personal score, we can see I got mastery on this thing. I got 4,000 experience, 6,500 credits. Not too shabby. I damaged, a lot of people. Killing 5, damaging another, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another one underneath that makes 5. So 10 people entirely is what I either damaged, seen, or did something to. So not a bad match. Could have had Top Gun there, but I mean, I didn't by any means have an opportunity to go and get one. So probably the closest I've been in quite a few weeks. No big deal though. It's an award that, kind of is more elusive now. But I did mastery, I did a crap ton of damage, that's all that matters to me. So, I mean, I did fantastic, I was able to hold that whole lane and help push, and hey, we got a win. Sometimes in the end, a win's all that matters when it comes down to things, but I got fantastic amounts of experience. So let's go ahead and take a look at the team score, and we can see that I, was on top there with 4,900 damage, scoring 1,392 experience before premium, before double. And that's impressive. That's a lot of experience right there. So I'd say this was actually one of my better games in the most recent times. It's been quite a while since I had such a good game like this one. I just had to show it off. And I mean, you can see that the other team really was starting to struggle a bit there at the end. They ended up with 4 people doing 0 damage. One of them being a tier 7 or 8. One of them being a tier 8. And then the artillery doing no damage at all either. Not too bad. They didn't get much in the way of kills though, sadly. Just 4 people. Between me and the Luva, we kind of really did a lot of damage to him and pushed onto him. Let's go ahead and take a look at the detailed report, and we can see that, yeah, I took about 1,160 damage. So, not too bad. I mean, that, what was that thing? The Black Prince was penetrating me left and right. I don't know what you guys are going to say about it. I think he might have been throwing gold, ? Not too sure. I mean, it is a possibility. Who knows? Probably. But oh well. I hit a good amount of shots there. 17 fired, 14 hits. So not sniper quality, but still not too bad. And I received 7 hits. So, a few more and I would have gotten steel wall. But I'm pretty sure that the Churchill, or not the Churchill, the Black Prince, if he kept firing, would have easily killed me. Either which way, though, not too bad at all. I made a I did make 40,000 credits there. One to take out the ammunition costs and everything. But hey, I got mastery on it, and I'm pretty proud of that one. So, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed my little Let's Play here with some different types of armor, and heck, I don't even know what I was talking about, just all sorts of rambling. So anyway, I guess I will catch you guys in the next episode, and I'll put that out probably this weekend. So, thanks again, guys. Catch you then.